If your tank water heater's over 8 years old, you may be sitting on a ticking time bomb. It could start leaking without warning, causing far more damage than the loss of the heater itself. Consider replacing it with a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to leak, endless hot water for spa-like comfort, longer life, and backed by Navien's strong warranty. Before time runs out, visit tanklessmadesimple.com for the name of your Navien contractor.
Count on Navien.
So I just left the house to go pick up my kids, and 10 minutes later, I got a motion alert from Ring. My alarm was going off. I opened up my app, and there's this guy running out the front door. I didn't know who he was. Before I could do anything, I got a call from Ring.
This is Jordan with Ring Alarm Monitoring. I'll send the police right over.
My name's Nadine, and Ring helped save my house from a break-in.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/safety. That's ring.com/safety.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Second time in McDonald's history, they've got a meal burger named after an actual human being. Head chef coming up with famous foods named after actual people. But first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
As we jump right into the birthdays, Ola guys, it's my girlfriend Kaylee's birthday today. I would love to wish her a happy birthday as we both work at pizza places. How about a couple owls hitting the window and the dirty Germans telling her what I'm going to do to her after work? That from your friendly neighborhood Domino's delivery driver, Brandon.
Yeah, you both work at pizza places. I think tonight you're going to toss your yeasty pie.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Actually, what he's going to do to you is probably fist the dough. That's the way you knead it before you mix the pizza.
Yeah, I hope you planned on having sausage tonight.
Yeah, extra sausage.
By the way,
shout out to all the pizza delivery people.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Today is my birthday. By the time you read this on the show, I'll have 468 hours, 420,000 on the third nug from the sun. And since I'm at 420,000 hours, how about a big old bong toke for this stoner? Appreciate you guys. Go Cowboys. That's from Earl. Guys, happy birthday to Keith and Kevin. They're twins. They make my day most days with their back and forth comedy and definitely deserve a shout out. Give them a what the F is that, Jay, and a little wedding puke. Thanks, guys, from Eric.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
Happy 34th to my amazing husband, Patrick. If you guys could please have the dirty Germans talking about drinking beer and eating sausages, that would be great. Thanks you guys so much for your show. It makes us laugh every day. That from the lovely Katie.
Yeah, tonight, Katie, let him drink the beer while you mouthful the sausage.
Yeah, somebody tingle you up like a soft pretzel, except it'll be hard.
Yeah, and cover you in salt.
Yeah, actually should be covered in pub mustard.
And beer cheese.
Gentlemen, today is my 37th lap around the sun. How about a big old Leroy Jenkins and Coach Ted hyping me up as I drift into my late 30s. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That from Swano.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
All right, here we are. Drifting. Drift away. Don't drift too far. You're only in your late 30s. Come back from the light. All right, I'm going to need you here for a few more years. Late 30s is great, man. You can do a bunch of cool stuff. And you got a couple years before you have to be in your 40s.
Fellas, long-time listener, I figured if I want a birthday shout-out, I got to do it my damn self. I'm a UPS driver, so can I get some dirty Germans talking about delivering boxes? Thanks, guys. Your show helps get us through the day. Even when it's an S show of a day, you still make me laugh. Cheers, guys. That from Nick.
Yeah, Nick was the big fat. I have nothing to rhyme that with, but I would imagine it's always a good time when you can deliver boxes or packages.
Yeah, so the exciting part about delivering us these boxes is the sizes they come in.
Yeah.
Some are big, some are small.
Then you open up and you go, why in the hell did they send me this big-ass box with this little tiny box inside? You know?
So you could have surprise.
Something to dig your hands
It's just
in.
those little things you got to pop, you know what I mean? Those things filled with air. You're like, why didn't they just put it in a smaller box?
So you have to talk so dirty.
Yeah, they're called cysts.
Oh. Hey, it's like it's called foreplay.
Gentlemen, I want to wish my wife Marie a happy birthday. She celebrates her big 5-0 today. She would love to hear Mickey and Goofy talk about how to stay safe during the smoke. Rock on, guys. That from Greg.
Well, gosh, it sure is easy to stay safe from the smoke. Come on down to the happiest place on earth. We ain't got any smoke down there, just alligators and mountains.
You know, you can do one of the safest things in the world. Number one, you should wear a mask. But the safest thing to do is live like I did before I got filthy rich in a wall.
Bitch, it's always a pleasure listening to your guys' show. Can I get a big 5-0 birthday shout out to my wonderful fiance Jen, who simply makes the world a better place to be. So how about some turtle wax with a drop the beat in the first pause and a Betty Butter in the second? Keep on rocking, guys. That from Glenn.
Drop the beat.
Can't get it in the second one. Betty butter, 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 better, if I better, my better, my better, better, butter, put it in a better, better, made a better, 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 so just better, Betty butter, butter, better, better, butter.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Couple extra emails here. What was the time to come clean on, guys? My story about when did you come clean, fess up to, goes like this. My next door neighbor had some chickens years ago. Well, one Saturday night I came home and my dog was acting oddly, pacing, upset. I didn't notice it immediately, but at the foot of the stairs, there was a dead chicken. Somehow, it got into my fenced yard, and the dog killed it and then dragged it into the house. A few years later, I start carpooling with my neighbor. She told me a story one day when they had chickens and how one of them just disappeared one day. I played dumb, still haven't told her yet about that night. I wanted to get cute and say something like, can you describe the chicken? I have not seen any chickens like that. Maybe your chicken sleeps with the fishes. So I didn't actually come clean. It was a funny story, trying to drive with her and keep a straight face. That from Jerry. Quick note of thanks, guys. Hi, I'm the Boo Boo Beth that requested the birthday wish for my husband, Rick. I was laughing my butt off listening to you guys do the Dirty Germans. Priceless. He totally missed it, so I found it on the daily podcast on radio.com. Thanks, guys, for doing that. He was dying and said it was the best one he's ever heard. I'm also the same Beth who emailed in a few months ago telling you my numbers. Cancer 3 times, 37 surgeries, 4 kids, and how my husband is my hero. Been unemployed for 6 months, laid off due to COVID. However, things are starting to look up during all these years. No matter what, you guys have made us laugh, and that has meant more to us than you know. We listen every day. Love you guys. Keep making us smile. That from Rick and Beth, a.k.a. Yogi and Boo Boo. Always nice to get a nice email, so we appreciate that.
Hey, Boo Boo.
And one more.
Lift up that skirt.
Fire story, fellas. My story of where I saw smoke was a few years ago, the day after the 4th of July. I had woken up to the smell of what I thought was burning plastic. I got up and looked outside, and I saw smoke. Upon further investigation, the house down the road was in fact on fire, eventually did burn to the ground. We found out later, because it had been so hot, the fireworks they had stored in the attic went off, and that is what started the fire. Moral of the story, do not store fireworks in the house. That from the blind Tara, who can only see when there's smoke outside. All right, yeah.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, Miles, you are correct. Lately, McDonald's has been, honestly, they're running low on supplies because rapper Travis Scott, you know him from Sicko World, or Sicko Mode, Astro World.
I know him from Fortnite.
All of those things.
Or Fortnite, right? All those things, right? Mm-hmm. He's hooked up with a Jenner.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has obviously reached a pretty popular level to have McDonald's name a sandwich after him.
Right. And again, this is only like, you know, when we were younger, we remember the Michael Jordan burger.
That's right.
Do you remember what was on it?
Arugula, because it's bitter. Sorry.
Not at that time. Michael Jordan was not bitter.
Oh, he was. We just didn't know it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Was there barbecue sauce on it?
And the one thing that's kind of just made its way back onto the McDonald's menu within the last decade, bacon.
Ah.
So bacon and barbecue sauce. Now they have a bacon cheeseburger, but for a while, McDonald's, that was the first time they offered bacon, which was also a big deal.
So that's part of the thing with Travis Scott. His burger, basically, it's a it's a quarter pounder with cheese, but they add bacon and lettuce, which generally isn't on the quarter pounder.
Okay. That sounds great.
Medium fry, some barbecue dipping sauce, and a Sprite.
All right. That's the meal. You can't get a Coke or anything else if you want the Travis Scott?
Well, technically, that's the meal because that was his signature thing that he got when he went there.
All right.
Now, some people have been disappointed because they're running out of it so quick. Sometimes they just put quarter pounder, add bacon and lettuce. People are like, no, man, it should say Travis Scott.
They want it on the receipt.
But you're right. Again, he is that big of a deal. And I didn't realize this till just the other day. I thought McDonald's had done this often, but no, only twice.
Damn. Michael Jordan and Travis Scott, huh? Not bad company.
Right? But also reminds me of one of the great ones at Burger King, the Bullseye Burger.
Bullseye.
Yep. Same thing. Bacon and barbecue sauce.
Right.
So that's the theme here. You had bacon and barbecue sauce, you get a special
thing is,
burger.
at Burger King, they could put an onion ring on there, too.
Ooh.
Oh, they do. So, what I have here is a list of foods you eat all the time that you didn't know were named after regular people.
Okay.
I also just want you to know I worked really hard in the kitchen all night on this stuff.
You did?
I did.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. How about, you know what? Let's start with something simple here. You guys like apples?
Yeah.
Depends. Most part.
All right. Do you like a Granny Smith apple?
Sure.
They're not bad.
Granny Smith apple, named after Marie Anna Granny Smith, originated in Australia, where it was planted by Maria Anna Smith.
Okay.
Now, what I did was I went home last night and cut up apples and dehydrated them.
Oh, in your dehydrator where you make your jerky?
Yeah, exactly. You had my world famous jerky.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. You could have some homemade dehydrated Granny Smith.
I like that you even packaged them.
I'm going to take the small one.
That's the thing, man. It took me a while to make that package last night. Actually, Granny apple. If you like Granny apples, I forgot how good those like apples. Oh my! You don't like it? I love them. Really?
Yeah, look, this wasn't your best batch. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
It's awkward.
No,
all right.
You'd have beat Granny with a broom.
You can have those back.
All right. I thought everybody liked them. I mean, I baked them crunchy just for you guys.
I appreciate the texture.
All right. Another one that's funny is nachos. First created by Ignacian Nacho Arrea in 1943, the original nacho dish consisted of fried corn tortillas covered in melted cheese and topped with pickled jalapenos. So first, I just have some tortilla chips for you with some salsa. And then behind that, what I did here was I took a bean and cheese nacho idea and folded it into a small crust. And then cooked them.
What is that?
That's a nacho, basically like a pizza roll, but it's nacho flavored.
Why do these chips feel like they're made out of gum?
Yeah. That is one of the most pathetic things of chips and salsa I've ever gotten in my life.
Okay, so you've had one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's no crunch. It melts in your mouth.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen, and I opened that up, and I just started laughing. And I was like, I don't know about this package. Now, those should be okay.
They should be.
They should be. I'm not eating any of this stuff yet.
Oh, man.
It's just a little egg roll or pizza roll with bean and cheese. So it's like a
Not
nacho.
so bad.
Yeah, it's a nacho roll.
Yeah. Not so bad. Not so bad.
I don't have any of this, but the margarita pizza, named after Queen Margherita Savoy from Naples, who was presented the pizza made layered with foods and colors of the Italian flag. That's why you have the green, the red, and the white.
Yes.
Good thing she won from England. What do we have that's blue?
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. Like, right. So for United States, I've seen people make those cakes with, like, blueberries to make the flag on it.
Yeah.
Did you guys know nachos were named after a real person?
I did not.
Yeah, I know. That one kind of blew me away. Some of these on the list are pretty simple.
Named after Eddie Nacho.
Like Jerry Garcia ice cream.
Okay.
We know who that's named after. The Cobb salad was Robert H. Cobb invented this salad as
one of my favorites.
Late night snack at his Hollywood Brown Derby restaurant.
Here's a secret.
In the 1930s.
Even people who don't like vegetables can tolerate a Cobb salad.
That is true. I'm here to confirm that.
Right. But people who can't stand blue cheese never order Cobb salad.
That should be very well indicated on the label.
No, you're right. It has a lot of great stuff on there.
Except the lettuce.
The Reuben sandwich.
Reuben stuttered.
Now, this one's crazy, man.
Paul Reuben.
Reuben Karlofsky. He made a hot sandwich out of corned beef, Swiss cheese, Russian dressing, and sauerkraut for a poker group that got together in a hotel restaurant in Omaha, Nebraska.
Get out of here.
Actually, it was on a bet. Someone said, can you make something and actually use Russian dressing? Because we don't use it on anything else.
I tell you what, that's one of the best sandwiches out there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I don't get it often enough, but Tats has a Tatstrami.
The Tatstrami that's
a Reuben sub.
That is a lot of flavor.
Bean pillow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, get the nachos I homemade for you. I will say, Miles, recently I was at a restaurant and they had Reuben egg rolls.
Ooh, those are great.
So it was like an egg roll shell, but it had the corned beef and the sauerkraut in there, and then you dipped it in the Russian dressing.
What was the place up in...
Pies and Pints.
Pies and Pints. They were open for a while, and they had that.
Yeah.
They were great.
It was the greatest thing on the menu.
The only problem with the Reuben egg roll is, like, even for if you're in there drinking, that's a serious thing, man. It's hard to, like, plow through them. And the place I was at, it was an appetizer. You got 8 of them, and I was like, well, that's what we're eating.
Yeah, that's an entree.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Fettuccine Alfredo, huh? Italian chef Alfredo De Leo, in the early 20th century, invented the dish for his pregnant wife at his Roman restaurant and began selling it and popularizing it among tourists.
She's like, I want cream and noodles. I got to figure out something.
Well, and a lot of these dishes, too, you find out are there's a reason, like, fettuccine Alfredo isn't massive in Italy as it is in the States.
Sure.
Is it okay for a guy to order fettuccine Alfredo?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, you always say that.
I just asked. I've never seen it before.
I've ordered it. Mike has.
Okay. All right.
Did you date a woman that really liked it?
Everybody I know on the female side loves fettuccine. My kids love it.
Oh, sure.
Everybody I've been married to loves it. It's just one of those things. I'm always just like, I'd rather have red sauce, but
yeah, fettuccine Alfredo to me is like a special treat.
it's kind of like
It depends.
mac and cheese, but Italian version.
But
of
they
it.
throw stuff like shrimp in it. Then I'm like, all right, you got me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just heavy as hell.
That is the problem.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's not something you can eat all the time, but every once in a while, you're like, you know what? Getting the Alfredo.
And then I'll fart for 4 days.
Yeah, sometimes, too, it's good to have with a thinner noodle. You can still have Alfredo, it just doesn't have to be fettuccine.
Right.
Fettuccine's a wide, thick noodle. It's still long, though.
Like Alfredo.
Right. Chateaubriand. A thick but tender cut of tenderloin filet, traditionally served with roasted potatoes and a Béarnaise sauce, was named for a guy whose last name was Chateaubriand, a French writer and diplomat.
Okay.
Now, the main course here today, boys.
We had more? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, sandwich, named after...
The Earl of Sandwich?
Yeah,
Whatever his name was.
the fourth Earl of Sandwich.
Oh, the first 3 suck.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is my Ted Smith Italian sandwich. I made it into 4 perfectly sliced triangles so we could all have one.
Nice.
Yeah, this is what I was working on last night.
Thank you. That's
Get in
awesome.
there. It's a little pepperoni, a little salami, and some peppers.
Oh, good, man. That looks really good.
I'll eat 2 of these and throw the whole thing off.
The funny thing is, when I was making it, I was like, man, I'm pretty hungry. I don't want to. Yeah, see that one you
That's
can't.
good, man.
See, here's the thing. When it comes to sandwiches, here's a little tip from the head chef. If you throw in some cured meats, basically salami or pepperoni, it's hard to screw it up.
True.
Right, and you can't have the little tiny pepperonis, right? You want the big pepperonis for cold sandwiches.
Yep.
And then when you're cooking, you need tiny pepperonis.
That's it.
Because the big ones, man, they curl up. They get nervous in that oven.
They come.
They get self-conscious.
Yeah.
Oh, tell you what, I got
Jeff, man. This is great. We appreciate it. You are listening to the Men's Room.
The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
I was at home and I get this call from Ring.
We just received a fire alarm. All okay?
My fire alarm in our cottage was going off. And then it hit me. My parents are at the cottage. The fire had started in the chimney and spread to the roof. Ring Alarm Professional Monitoring dispatched the fire department before we even could dial 911. My name is Kevin, and Ring Alarm helped save our family cottage.
Protect your home today with Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/Odyssey. That's ring.com/Odyssey.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, senators in Florida are banding together to extend daylight savings time during the pandemic.
How about just in general?
Yeah, man, not just the pandemic. Let's just get rid of that stupid thing.
Right. So that being the case, why would you extend it is my issue. Why are we staying in daylight savings time? Because we're already in an altered time. Just get rid of it.
I totally agree with you.
100%.
We have been saying this for years.
Right. If we're going to do it, let's just go ahead and do it.
Right, but falling back would be standard time.
Right.
So they're extending daylight savings time.
Oh, I see.
So, we're just saying, let's just get rid of it now.
So we wouldn't fall back. Why don't we just fall back right now?
We would never fall back. We would just stay exactly where we are.
We also wouldn't spring forward. And we wouldn't have to read the same report twice a year, every year that says we lose $2 billion worth of productivity on those days. Okay, well, why don't we stop it?
Right.
And not lose $4 billion a year.
Knock it off. An airline in Australia managed to sell out all 134 tickets on their flight to nowhere within 10 minutes.
So you just, fly around Australia for a while and then land in the same location?
They go right up into the sky, fly around the island, and then land.
And they sold that out?
Yes.
Okay.
People are bored.
Exactly. They need something.
Stop in Perth. Maybe people would see their relatives or something.
What, and why would, flying's the worst part of the trip.
Right.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
Boy, there's where we live.
I want to sit close to someone in a confined area and go nowhere.
But how do you do that, though? Do you bank with one side and then kind of turn around and then bank through the other side? Because
maybe they'll make it scenic. I mean, I don't know.
Depends on the cloud cover.
I've flown across the country and it is beautiful. However, you get a better view when you're actually tipped over and looking down.
Yeah.
But only one side gets screwed in that situation.
That's true. And I'm always on the wrong side. Always.
Yes.
Oh, if you're sitting on the left side of the plane, look down, there's the beautiful Grand Canyon. Like, well, I'm on the right side of the plane. I'm staring at the sun.
I have flown to Vegas a handful of times, and the strip basically takes you right down the strip of Vegas.
Yeah.
I am always on the wrong dadgum side. The very first time I got that beautiful sight running down, like, oh, there's Mandalay Bay. Oh, there's the Luxor. There's MGM. I got to see all of them. Never again. I am always on the wrong side. I don't know how that frickin' works. I sat on the same side that I did when I flew the first time, and it doesn't work.
They probably look for your name, see where your assigned seat is. And
how do we screw over this guy?
Exactly. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. An elderly man was caught on camera trying to do the right thing and sanitize his hands as he walked into a convenience store, but instead of sanitizer, he actually put slushy onto his hands.
Oh, no.
Oh. And it was right inside the door, so it goes in there.
It would probably kill anything. Slushy.
Right. And he walks away just rubbing his hands.
Yeah.
So he
I don't know why it's so sticky and cold, but
cherry flavored.
It's granule.
Smells delicious.
Damn slushy.
Dentists say that they've seen a spike in teeth grinding during the pandemic.
Really? So when people's stress go up, they grind their teeth more, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. But they still refuse to see their patients, so how would they know?
I saw my dentist just a couple days ago.
I know. He said he gave you an A+.
He did.
Yeah.
Had a great mouth.
Also, people are doing a lot more drugs.
Yeah, meth sales going through the roof.
Buy mouth guards. A man in Wisconsin says that he found a brain that had washed up on the shore of Lake Michigan.
They believe it's a sheep's brain.
Still not less creepy, Miles.
Oh, no.
It's wrapped in foil. Like, Mike showed me the picture. I'm like, Jesus. I mean...
Right. It looks like somebody's dinner that they tossed into Lake Michigan.
If that person eats brains.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a baked potato.
It's a zombie dinner.
Throw right into the fire in the campfire. And it'll be ready in like an hour.
They took time taking this thing out because I got to imagine a brain is not exactly, it doesn't hold together without that nice little cranium that they got going on there. This guy took this thing out gently, put it into aluminum foil for whatever reason.
Aluminum Reynolds wrap. Yeah.
Set it out for sale like Georgie's boat and it. A teacher in South Carolina was suspended after snorting an illegal substance off of his desk in front of the class.
They won't say what it was.
But he will say this. I know I'm going to get fired for this. I don't care.
They specifically say an illegal substance.
That's weird.
Well, yeah.
Why not identify it?
I don't know. And why, as a teacher, would you do it directly in front of the class?
Right.
Well, was this Zoom or was he physically in school?
I'm assuming it's Zoom.
Okay, I was just like, Zoom, maybe you think you can get away with it. I'll be right back, kids.
Right.
You had to see your forehead moving across the screen.
And I'm assuming he had to be drunk already.
Probably.
Right.
If you're just swinging for the fences with the kids there, you're already in the stand.
That's a move if you're doing that in front of the class, just running a line right there when they're all out there.
I mean, look, we all accept that you probably have booze somewhere in your desk drawer, and we understand you deserve it.
Just need my morning coffee.
Yeah, airplane mini and Jack, we don't care, but you can't snort the illegal stuff in front of them.
You would be shocked when I worked at a liquor store how many people come in early in the morning and get one thing of orange juice and a miniature vodka.
It's where we met.
Just got to get back to normal, man. Got to get back to normal.
You don't have to explain it to me.
We all knew that breath stank every time you leaned over my shoulder to check my work. There's a new site called There's a new site called Pinder, which is a hookup site for your pets.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my God. Listen,
site for the pets.
If your pet wants to get laid, they tend to go do that.
Exactly.
Aren't they just friends at that point? Most animals are spayed or neutered.
Right.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. If you already got him neutered, what's he going to do?
It's called a doggone dog park.
Guys, foreplay. All right, come on.
Yeah.
I haven't lost the one.
Four-paw play.
Yeah,
little doggy sexting.
Oh, I still have a mouth.
I'm going to start at nipple number 1 and work my way to 7.
Oh, no.
Made it to 5th base.
A new survey looked at the most common way people order coffee in all 50 states. Believe it or not, 42 states ordered it. What do you think?
Black.
No. Black. Cream and sugar.
Ah, okay.
I think Dunkin' has a lot to do with that.
You think?
They just do it.
Yeah.
Like, when you go get a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, it's just cream and sugar unless you tell them differently.
Okay. I've always liked it black, though. They have a great black coffee.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had a black.
It is delicious.
Just simply because they just give it to you with cream and sugar.
I love that they do it in that glass carafe, man. You don't get that metal taste. It's just nice, sweet coffee. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Black was the number 1 in 5 states: Nevada, Wyoming, New Mexico, Montana, and North Dakota. 2 states preferred iced coffee, one of which you'd think...
Florida and Arizona?
No, you'd think that they'd already have enough ice. Alaska is one, and Idaho's the other.
Interesting. Really?
And Vermont is the only state where the top choice was lattes.
Which was?
Well. Vermont.
I love a latte.
A couple more quick stats from the survey. 7 in 10 adults in America drink coffee. 49% of coffee drinkers have 2 to 3 cups a day. 45% keep it to 1 cup. And 6% have at least 4 cups a day. Half of us make coffee from home. The average cup of coffee at a coffee shop is $3. So if you buy coffee 5 days a week, that's about $780 a year.
You know what? I don't ever feel guilty about walking into a place and getting a coffee.
Yeah.
As far as my expenses are concerned, I realize I could save money doing that.
I can save money if I quit smoking, too.
Yeah, but in the morning, man, I just want my coffee.
There you go. Let's hear a new survey asked people...
Crappy free stuff here.
You do, man.
Yeah, man. It's cost efficient.
They actually mentioned that less than 1 in 5 people say they take advantage of the free coffee at work.
Really?
Yeah.
See, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but I enjoy good coffee, but... Honestly, I'm like, it's coffee.
How bad is it?
It's terrible.
To me, it's not that bad, but it's also, I drink it every day.
So you're used
I'm used to it.
Fair.
I mean...
It's the coffee I know.
I do it like really low strength, and then I add hot water to it.
Okay.
That's the only way I can stomach this coffee.
That's what I do, just make Americanos.
Exactly. A new survey asked people if they miss different things about being in an office, and we do have the results of the top 10. So what do you think people are missing and not missing about being in the office?
Their friends.
Say coworkers as an answer to both.
Mm-hmm. Ted, any guesses?
Coworkers miss about having people in the office.
All right.
Free snacks.
Free snacks. Here we go. These are the top 10 things that people miss and don't miss about going into the office. Number 10, setting an early alarm. That was 4%.
Well, sure.
Agreed.
Do you set an alarm in the morning?
No, man.
I'm not either. I'm one of those people who wake up at the same time, basically, no matter what.
Right.
I don't. I set kids.
I'm up at 7:30 every day.
That's about right.
And it's
or the dog.
Madness. Yes.
The dog will check on me to let me know, hey, I don't want you to sleep in or anything, even though it's the weekend and you can sleep in.
At least yours just runs into you. Mine will slowly wake me up with just whining.
Oh, God, no.
I know you don't have to go outside. You want to go outside. I'm more than happy to take you out, but wake my ass up.
I get what you call an aggressive tongue thrashing. And when you're bald, it's like there's no end to it.
Number 9, the smell of the office.
People miss that?
They miss the smell of the office.
Do we have a smell in our office?
Not that I know.
I mean, the smell is probably us right now.
I was going to say, if we don't know, then it means it's us.
That's right. Number 8, the office decor. These are the things that people miss and don't miss about going into the office.
Okay.
You can't miss decor here. We don't have any.
That is correct. Well, we've been sprucing it up a little bit.
Not really.
Number 7, laughing at your boss's jokes.
People miss that? We've got to get a funny boss.
No, that might be one thing that they're not missing.
Okay.
I think these are the things that people don't miss right here.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes
a lot more sense.
Because this looks like a battleship.
Right. And then
like way down underneath it.
Number 6, putting on real clothes, quote unquote.
Oh, of course.
Right. Stick into a comfy attire.
Well, and the money you save on stuff just like dry cleaning.
I mean, think about the things that you have in your closet that you don't wear anymore now. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of it in there. You're like, wow.
If it don't have an elastic waist, it ain't going on this body.
Not me. I don't think I can fit into this anymore.
I believe these are the 5 things that people actually do miss. Number 5, sometimes leaving early.
Well, yeah, that's a fun feeling.
It is, but if I don't have to come in the first place, I'm okay to miss that.
The thing is, that goes back to that mention of the door. If you're working from home, you're kind of always working. There's never a shut off. You just are not working at this point. So, whereas when you go into the office, now it's like, okay, door shut, I'm out.
Right.
A little bit early.
But I have a buddy that's like an entrepreneur, and he says one thing he honestly misses about going into like an office every day is just like that feeling of being like, all right, I'm off
when
work.
You're done.
Right.
Yeah. 5 o'clock. Number 4, going out to lunch.
Yeah.
I think going out to happy hour with guys I work with.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I miss more lunch options.
God almighty.
These are the 5 things that people miss about going to the office. Number 3, office gossip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need that.
There was so much running around here, man.
God, couldn't keep up with it.
Crazy.
I'm going to start some.
Man, going into the bathroom in there, it was nonstop talking.
Yeah, man.
These are the 5.
Are you peeing? Nope, just here for the gossip.
These are the 5 things that people miss about going into the office. Number 2, face-to-face meetings. Nah, I'm okay with that one.
Not at all.
No,
not even a little bit.
Meeting's never like, you guys are great.
I know.
That's not the meeting we have. That's not why they call the meeting.
Oh, man. This is the number 1 thing that people miss about going into the office, and you guys absolutely nailed it. Seeing work friends and coworkers.
Sure.
66% of people said that they missed it.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. Let's get back to some good news here. A woman in the UK decided to put up her Christmas decorations early to lift people's spirits.
Yay!
All right. Would that lift your spirits?
No.
Come on, what do you think?
I know, but even now? No! You won't accept eggnog,
What if
but
they
you're okay.
What if they decorated for Halloween? Would that be good enough? You know what I mean?
I can do that, I guess.
I'm into lights.
He likes the lights. The daughter of a taco truck owner posted on social media that her dad's truck needed help, and he got so much business the next day that he ran out of food.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think he only made $1 some the day before.
Right.
$6. She felt bad
$6 on a day.
So she just said, hey, man, 'cause obviously with COVID, a lot fewer people are out. So she just posted something about it. Yeah, and he got slammed with business.
Yeah, man.
And he gave everyone food poisoning. That last part is not true.
Dozens of farmers in North Dakota stepped up to help a fellow farmer that had a heart attack and couldn't harvest his crop. They all did it themselves.
That's very cool.
It's fantastic.
All right.
Police in Calgary attempted to pull over a speeding car, but there was just one problem.
What was that?
Tell you about it 1 hour from now.
Think about clock headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant online for Profile this week. We'll take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, Mike, have we made it to drinking time?
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.